Before I didn't think it had a lot of effect to me because I was still a kid. So the influence was not really too much. Uh, till when I grew up and I started reasoning as a man, or not like as a man, but my reasoning capacity was growing. That's when I hoped for some other ways to overcome all those that I used to see. Bwana ni mwokozi wangu, tena ni kiongozi wangu, ananipenda leo kuliko jana, baraka zake hazikweshi, si kama binadamu abadiliki, ananipenda leo kuliko jana. I'm Bravine of saying. I'm a third born and the last boy, and the family of 7 children. My childhood was kind of complicated. Yeah, I grew up from a very, very dysfunctional family. A family that had frequent fights each and every day, each and every time. And this contributed to the separation between my 2 parents, where my mom decided to leave her initial marriage into another marriage. Yeah, and this contributed to our okay, like when they separated, my mom got another husband, and she was forced to move with us, because by then we were only 3 kids, I and my 2 sisters. Yeah, so we left to her new marriage. Yeah, that's how life started. Man, my best memories, I think my first day, or my first time when my mom celebrated my birthday. Yeah, that was I think it has been one of my best memories when I was still a child. Yeah, so she bought me just a sweet, and that's how actually I realized that actually birthday is a great event in someone's life. One of the things that I don't want to actually to recall, but there's no way I can run away from it, is all these fights that I used to see, like I evidenced between my mom and yeah, that's one of my worst experiences that I don't want to actually to recall, but no way I can't run away from what I know. Before I didn't think it had a lot of effect to me, because I was still a kid. So the influence was not really too much. Till when I grew up and I started reasoning as a man, or not like as a man, but my reasoning capacity was growing. That's when I hoped for some other ways to overcome all those that I used to see. Yeah, and this led me to drugs, to deal with drugs, because I thought maybe if I do all this, will actually replace or fill that gap that was missing. All this love, every time I could see my mom being violated as a mother, I felt like there's something was lacking. You get it? And as a young man, I didn't know what to do, what was the right thing to do. You get it? So I ended up connecting with different young people, and these people could actually really give love, like could really make me feel like, I think this is what I've been missing in life. And before I knew it, it introduced me to drugs. At first, it wasn't something big, because do this, do that, if you get some kalukumi in your pocket. But with the time, it became now a serious issue. You get it? It became a serious issue whereby I started now consuming it, being part of it. Here it was a way of earning some little income. You get it? But now it is more than just source of income, but it is now becoming something that I'm consuming to my life. This was in 2012, where I think all this pressure were now too much. The pressure at home couldn't actually rhyme with the pressure that I was getting external. The pressure that was just external, they were not matching. Whereby at home they demand you to do this, but now because I had actually developed another idea, another knowledge about something else, it couldn't match, and this led me to run away from home. That's where I went on the street. I first went to there's a street there in Busia for some time. That's when I'll be like, man, because each and every time I got hooked on all this stuff, there's a way like you want to elevate from this stage to another stage. You do this, you find that you're having different competitors. You always want to relocate yourself, and maybe you maximize if it is a profit, you want to maximize that profit, and as you are minimizing the competitors, you want to. So I decided to leave the country. That's when I went to Nairobi. Yeah, so reaching Nairobi, life wasn't easy, as the word easy. It wasn't easy. I slept on the street. The life on the street, that's a life that I wouldn't actually, if I hadn't experienced it, that's a life I wouldn't want to hear, to ask of someone to tell me about it, because it is not life that someone can tell you and you remain the same. I had a home, but I could sleep in a vera there, posho sacks, and a box, imagine. You get it? Each and every time these business people take long to close their shops, you feel like, man, someone is interfering with your sleep. You get, because the verandas were our shelters, Eranga Busanga, if you find someone has occupied your place, you'll be like, man, what's wrong with you? Is when it rains. When it rains, really, It's the worst experience someone will ever actually have. I don't know how to say it, but it's the worst, like worst. Yeah, because it is at the time when people take a lot of drugs to overcome coldness. Some people die because of overdose. You get. For you who survive, is that you experience that coldness. It is too much, too much. You get. Yeah, so that is a worst experience that anyone that is on the street experiences. I went there in 2013 December, and I was there from 2013 to 2016 August. Around May 2016, that's when this guy, I started like meeting with me. Yeah, but it takes like he took some time, because at first I didn't see any need for whatever he was talking about. Like I didn't see any importance. That was his former joint, so it wasn't a new place to him. This person at one point has been an addict. Yeah, and he went through the same process that I went through. You get it? He was a drug dealer. He was a gangster. Yeah, and when he told me all these stories, really, I saw the need why I had to change my life. And actually, I saw his change was actually tangible. I could really feel it. I could really see it. Yeah, it was not just someone who's telling you, please change from what you're doing, but it was someone that his experience was actually was similar with what I was going through. At first, I remember his first statement told me, why are you spoiling your life? You're still young. You can do some stuff that are productive. You get it? So those were, at first he didn't even mention the end results of it, but he would just tell me I was wasting my time, and I was still wasting my life, time, and the gifts that actually God had gifted me with. So to me, it never made sense to me. It never, because me, whatever he was talking about was against what I had in my mind, what I had wanted to achieve then. You get, because me, I left all this all the way from my home to the streets, knowing I was going to make money from drugs, and I never wanted to know anything to do with how can I say, like, I never wanted to listen to anything that was against what I had wanted to do. Yeah, so that's why I think most of his words didn't make sense in the beginning. Between those 3 months that he could actually come approach me, I felt sick. I felt sick, and this sickness, I believe, it really actually contributed to my yeah, because I was doing bad. I was doing bad. I was really doing bad. I didn't have medication. I didn't have any access to food. I didn't have, imagine, my shelter was the street, the veranda. And I was weak. I couldn't even walk from where I could stay, where I could actually sleep overnight, to where I could chill during the day. You get it?
Hello, this is Anchored 619. We're so glad that you have followed us all this while. If you're new here, please subscribe, click that notification button. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. You don't want to miss any of our episodes.